Hi everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. I hope you are doing well. It was a good holiday weekend around the Fitzgerald house. It rained, of course, it was Memorial Day. And I hope you're doing better than Kansas State baseball was doing on Monday when they found out they were left out of the NCAA Tournament field. 64 teams in, not Kansas State. Look, I'm not going to sit here and lie that I know a whole bunch about who should be in and who should be out of the NCAA Tournament field. All I know is I watched a pretty good team play this year. Were they a little bit inconsistent? Yeah. But did they play some pretty good baseball the last 2 weeks, right when it counted the most? Yeah, they did. In fact, you know, that win over TCU and a win over Tech, two teams that are very highly regarded in terms of where they were seated in the NCAA tournament. They beat both of those teams down in Oklahoma City, including beating Baylor, which then was listed as one of the first four teams out. And Kansas State had just beaten them too. So it's just a little bit frustrating for K-State fans. And I imagine Pete Hughes and his team they're pretty fired up, and they should be. K-State did get slided a little bit here. Like I said, though, I'm not going to try to parse who should be in and who should be out. I am not the baseball expert to do that. All I know is Pete Hughes nailed it. Kansas State is not a name brand in college baseball. In fact, Kansas State has put itself in a position where it's really not a name brand in much of anything right now in college sports. Football is a little bit wavering right now, maybe on the cusp of getting back to being a name brand, but you remove Bill Snyder from that, and maybe people around the country value the Wildcats a little bit less. And basketball has been such a roller coaster ride in these past 2 seasons with such dreadful records, certainly means K-State is not a name brand. This is an important topic for K-State fans. It really is. As we move forward, maybe into another era of conference realignment and expansion, where does that leave K-State? And if people aren't thinking about K-State as a team that belongs in the NCAA tournament field, in baseball, does that mean something greater for the athletic department as a whole? I don't know, but Pete Hughes, you did a good job with this team. This was a weird season, and what I probably find the most frustrating was the biggest knock against K-State baseball getting in was the RPI, which really didn't mean much this year because Kansas State's initial schedule was wiped out by COVID, and I mean that most of the teams on that non-conference schedule were in conferences that opted not to play non-conference games. And that meant K-State had to scramble around and find some opponents at the last second to get a baseball schedule put together. And now with all the excuses that COVID has been able to offer athletic programs around the country, having to redo your schedule at the last second apparently isn't one. So be it.